You know, it's almost like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. Hey, welcome back to the channel, it's awesome. You're tuning in, because in this video we're going to talk about the Sega Mini, not the one you can buy, but the one you can make, or better said, you can buy one in complete in kit. And that is what I did a very long time ago. So here we're going to talk about the Sega, the Mega Pi case. And yeah, I know, they are basically selling a kit with a Mega Pi case, but you're going to get yourself like freaking Super Nintendo controllers, but not like your typical ones. No. These are like the cheap ones. Like, that is something I really don't get. Like, they're selling these kits, so if you want to, like, say, like, plug in and just add your games and go with the flow. No, you're going to get yourself like these weird looking Super NES controllers, and they're absolutely garbage. Like, look at the freaking D-pad. Like, it looks absolutely nothing like the original one, and it feels super cheap. And that is something I find always like a little bit of a bummer, that they're doing something like this. And of course, it's kind of weird, because we're having an, let's say, a Sega Mini that you can basically buy, build, and what you're going to get are Super Nintendo controllers. At least give me like some freaking USB, like a Retrobit or another brand, like good ones that fits this kit. Alright, another thing that we're going to get is the HDMI cable, a normal one, and then we're going to get the power supply. The power supply is nothing very fancy, just a 5V 3A, not an original one. There is a Pi in the inside, but there is no original power supply. It's not a big of a deal, because this will do the trick. But let's take a close look at the system itself. So what I really like about the system is just the way how this casing looks. It's super fantastic when you're looking at the quality. Just the plastic, everything feels very durable. So you can also, let's say if you have a Pi laying around, you can get yourself this casing itself. And I must say they are like a little bit more expensive than your typical, let's say, cheap, let's say, cases. But this is absolutely maybe worth the money. So what I like about it is even the compartment over here. You can put some SD cards. I really love just the tiny details, but also when you're looking at the numbers, everything here looks very nice. Okay, we do got like two USB ports at the front. At the back we're going to get ourselves an audio out, that is quite unique, an HDMI out, and the input for the power supply. So I think it's a pretty cool piece of equipment that you can pick up. You can buy it in a kit complete, and yeah, with the kit it's just ready to plug and play, or like you need to replace the freaking controllers. But let's plug it in and let's see what we're going to get and how good is it when it comes to the gaming performance. It has been powered on, and this version have been set with recall box. You can also use RetroPie, it's all up to you. But let's take a close look what we can do with it. But what you can do with the Raspberry Pi 3 with the Mega Pi case combined, you have just a really cool, awesome little mean machine. So you can play a lot of great games when it comes to the 8-bit era, 16-bit. The MAME and 64 is something we really want to test out now, because this is a system that still has some struggles, because it's a very high demanding piece of software. PlayStation Portable and PlayStation 1 is the same story. But I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the menu. This piece of software looks really amazing in combination with the right team. But let's take a close look at some games and let's see how it's running on this Raspberry Pi 3 in 2021. So I just wanted to give you a quick look. Maybe if you're going to optimize with a different emulator. So Diddy Kong Racing is a game that normally uses not a lot of power. Here it comes. But you can hear that it's struggling. And again, there are some ways you can fix and let some of the N64 games run better. But it's just super demanding. It's getting a little bit better now. But it's just a shame, because a lot of different devices will run this just fine. It's a shitty controller, but I still wanted to test out the D-pad. So when it comes to MAME and two-dimensional games, it runs just fine on the Pi 3. Is this a case of it feels really horrible but it is responsive? Yep, it is. Let's see if you can do the super move. Getting a handicap here. Next up, PlayStation 1. Yep, for the people watching my channel will not be super excited anymore. And the reason why I think is that there are so many devices that can run this nowadays. Like, we have a lot of plug and play devices. So PlayStation 1 is a really common device that can be emulated through other devices. Wooga booga. But okay, so when you want to play some games, there are so many ways you can do that nowadays. I just wanted to show off this, let's say, all-in-one pack. It's quite interesting in my opinion. I really love this casing of Retro Flag. It's a really nice high quality product. I know they are also having like NES, Super NES editions. But when it comes to the Pi 3, you're still very limited when it comes to high-end software. And I mean like Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation Portable and 64. Some of the system doesn't even run perfectly on 4, but it's getting really close. Beefcake bitches! Woo! Beefcake bitches! Oh crap! Alright, so let's open it up. And I just wanted to give you a quick peek in the inside, how everything looks. But I think like this Mega Drive Mini thing is a pretty cool piece of hardware. And if you just want to tinker with Raspberry Pi, it's just a great way to go. I completely understand if you're more like, yeah, why should I? Because there are so many options out there. And that's true, there are so many options. So when they released these devices, especially when it comes to the cases, it was more like there was not many options out there. But now, man, oh man, with the EMU-ELEC, with the Botacera, so many stuff that I've reviewed here on the channel. Oh boy, there's really a lot. Alright, all the screws have been removed and now we can lift up the top cover. So you can see that amazing cases are made from ABS plastic, which you can see over here from Retro Flag. So it also looks, the thing looks like a very nice high quality. Inside we're going to find some extra PCBs, of course, for all the extra connections. Everything is very easy to basically use, plug and play. You can see like everything, there is no soldering needed. So here we're going to get the machine itself, the Raspberry Pi. What I noticed, like the seller that sold me this kit did a very nice assembly, including for the Parkers, because I have a lot of trouble getting them loose. So I'm guessing that the Raspberry Pi 4 case will slightly be different. So if you're having like a system like this, I think you cannot slide in Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, so everything has been disassembled. Only 2 screws hold this in place. Alright, so let's flip it open. So what they also did is they are using a couple of pins of the GPO port over here. They attached an extra cooling element in combination with an active fan, and the active fan takes the fresh air here from the bottom part. So that's a very good thing. I don't know if there's enough ventilation to get rid of the heat. And on the back we're going to get an extra cooling block. So they did the best to assembly in combination with all the cooling elements over here and there. So this is what you're going to get in the inside. I just wanted to give you a quick peek, and I think like Retro Flag does an amazing job with these casings. So let's put it back together and let's talk about the conclusion. Alright guys, so this is what we're going to get. This thing has a lot of potential. It's maybe not the most fast, most powerful device out there. You can also basically mod yourself in Sega Mini and do all kinds of awesome things with it. But I think this is just a really cool, neat thing to have. And now, yeah, they're getting a little bit more affordable simply because the Pi is getting cheaper, especially the older ones. The case, it's still very expensive to buy, but the overall quality is absolutely worth it when it comes to that. But I thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. It would be great to see you in the next video, so consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become the Wicked family, and it would be great to see you in the next video.